Hello, this is John Henson, Professor Poole, with Billiard University out of Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm going to show you how using just a regular piece of paper, this can really help you take your game to another level. Most players that play pool, honestly, a lot of students come to me and they're taking my lessons or they're taking my seminars. They have a lot of trouble with ball placement or cue ball placement because they're not really picking out a target for the cue ball. You know, they're just wanting to make the ball and they're not really thinking about where that cue ball is going to go. And without giving it a lot of thought, you can end up in Egypt pretty quick, okay? So this is a way for you to end up leaving your cue ball exactly where you need as opposed to ending up in Egypt, okay? So I got a very simple scenario here, okay? We're gonna pocket the 9 and maybe we'll come off the rail, you know, maybe you'll put a little draw on it, you'll come off the rail, and let's say you roll here. Now you notice, okay, now I have no shot. I have no shot on the 10. So you need to have a place that you're not going to go past, okay? So let's say this is my target zone and this is my 9, okay? I may use a little bit of draw to try to pull it to the rail where it will come out here. But what I want to do is I usually, using the target is easy. In a real game situation, I'm going to say, I don't want my cue ball to go past, let's say, the second diamond or this diamond. I usually pick out a diamond and I say in a real game situation, I'm going to hit this, but I do not want my cue ball to roll past this diamond. I want it to go out so far, but I don't want it to roll past a certain point. That becomes my target, okay? So basically, let's say I make the 9, I draw, and I roll, and I roll, and I roll, and I leave it anywhere in the square, right? Then I'm going to be able to make the 10, come off the rail, and go across for the 8, okay? So this is the scenario where if I don't roll off enough, well now, yes, but maybe I have balls or clusters up there. So yeah, I can make the 10, but then maybe I have to roll behind some balls. So by not leaving it in my target, I'm not going to get on the 8, okay? So basically, how this works is you're going to cut out a little piece of paper and you're going to cut maybe an inch and a half around the edges, so the whole middle is going to be open. And the real reason this is important is see how the ball rolls naturally. It's going to roll right over that edge, real natural. So you're going to end up with true actual cue ball position. You know, where if it's a piece of paper, it may just keep rolling over the whole paper where it normally wouldn't because the felt's a little rougher than a piece of paper. Okay. So basically, as you're running your racks, maybe carry your little piece of paper around and kind of we'll change the scenario. Let's say my ideal position on this would be well, probably I would say my ideal position on this would be probably somewhere in there because I could actually, from almost anywhere there, I could probably draw and get on the 8 ball. But maybe that's my only option. So maybe I have to make the 9. I got to roll up. But if I roll like this, I'm in Egypt. And let's say I roll like this, and I just barely get there. Okay, well that's a good shot. Okay, so this right here will help train you on picking out a target for your cue ball. And as you pick out targets for your cue ball in practice, you're going to eventually start picking out a target in real life. In fact, a lot of professionals, you'll see them, and what they'll do is, I won't mention any names, but a lot of pros, what they do is they take their Q-tip and they'll just lay it on the rail. They'll lay it on the table exactly where they want their cue ball to go. And more time than not, if you watch them shoot the shot, I bet you they're within 2 inches of that spot that they put their cue. And it's not by accident. So they're practicing with targets in practice, and then they're using those target zones when they're actually playing. And sometimes you don't need to leave your cue ball any more precise than this. This is good enough as long as that target zone is on the table in the right spot. Okay, so I hope this video is helpful to you, and I want you to have good luck and good shooting.